Hi, my name is Caroline Chang, and I recently rebranded my personal YouTube channel for healthy lifestyle tips, especially healthy hair care tips. If you see, my hair is up. People have been asking me, how did I grow my hair in 2 years from shoulder length to almost tailbone length? I would say my hair right now is about 2, maybe 3 inches above my tailbone. And I have done that in exactly 2 years and 3 months. I started my hair care journey in April of 2023. And what I did in April of 2023, I was frustrated with my hair. Um, And there was times in my past that I was able to grow my hair to about, I guess you would call bra strap, maybe mid back. But it still wasn't, I realize now it wasn't as healthy as it could be. But um, my hair broke off about uh, 10 years ago, and I wasn't able to get it to grow again. I was struggling. Now, I have to take that back because our hair is always growing. So, but in April of 2023, I, you know, said, okay, I spent the entire weekend just watching hair care videos on YouTube. I watched natural hair care videos, relaxed hair care videos, and there were just a few TexLax, one or two. And I'll explain what I mean when I say TexLax because I'm not talking about a texturizer. But what I did, I spent the entire weekend watching videos and I took notes. And I would take what worked for me from each video and said, okay, let me try this. So I literally started with a cut. I got a sharp, what do you call them? You know, the scissors that you use to cut hair with, which is they're called, I forget. The name escapes me right now. So I'm not talking about paper scissors. You have to buy the shears, I think they're called. Yes, shears. You have to, when you're cutting your hair, you must use scissors that are meant to cut hair. They must be very sharp. And I literally cut about 2 to 3 inches off, and my hair was just above my shoulders. I didn't take pictures. I should have. I wish I had, because I did not know I was going to have such success in such a short period of time. My hair now is longer and healthier than it has ever been. And I want to just kind of give her, I do have a video with 14 tips. And I will have that video linked in the description of this video. But I want to kind of give an overall um, of how I reached such long, healthy, long, see, healthy is the key, healthy long hair in a short period of time. Um, Basically, so I'm starting with how I wake up every morning and how I put my hair up at night. That's why it's still up. But let's see. Darn it. It was something I was going to say and I totally, forgot. But it'll come back to me. But anyway, two very, very important points, which I do hear many videos say is to retain your length. Your hair is always growing. I one time saw a video that went viral. It was a black lady on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, but that TikTok got over to YouTube because it went viral. A black lady was saying, "Black people can't grow hair. Black women can't grow hair," and oh, that video drove me crazy because Your hair is always growing. Now, you may not be retaining the length. That's a whole different story. But your hair is always growing. And regardless of if you're natural, if you're relaxed, or if you're TexLax. To me, TexLax is in between the two. Okay, it's the middle road. And that's the road I've chosen for me. And it has been very successful for me. But you have to do what works right, what works best for you. But what I'm saying is if you care for your hair properly, you can grow your hair to the floor if that's what you want. I'm interested to see now that how because my hair is almost to my tailbone. So I'm at first tailbone length was good for me, but I'm gonna just let it keep growing and see how long it can actually grow. Well, like I said, it can grow as long as I keep taking care of it. And the two, I did say there's two very, very important keys for having your hair to grow healthy and retaining length. Number one is hydration. And hydration and moisturizing are two different things. Hydration, your hair needs to be hydrated for it to grow. And the other important thing is, oh my goodness, why am I forgetting? Hold on. I'm gonna have to edit this video. But anyway, the two important things, oh, um, it'll come back. Darn. Okay, that's okay. It'll come back. But hydration is very key. And protecting your hair, so it doesn't dry out, is also very key. So I'm going to show you what I use to protect my hair at night. I like to section my hair in 6 sections. Um, it's easier to work with your hair if you're working with your hair in 6 sections. And this is how I wrap my hair at night. I wrap my hair first, and this, I would call it like a hoodie um, scarf because it's got a hood to it. So I like how it, you know, kind of covers your hair and then it has these two. So it's easy to do this. And again, not tight. But I'm doing this very loose, not well, secure, but not tight at all. And then so I start with the scarf, and then I have a bonnet. Um, this is my favorite color. Purple is my favorite color. So, and then I put the bonnet on there just for extra security as I'm sleeping. And I sleep on a satin pillowcase. So I am triply protecting my hair from rubbing from the friction. So I use, and oh, I get this right at Walmart. This bonnet and this hoodie scarf. That's what I call it. There might be another name for it, but I call it a hoodie scarf. So that, and then, so like my hair is in 6 sections, 3 on each side. And I took a few of this, I use these, I don't use bobby pins. Hope you can see that. Yes. I use these clamps instead of bobby pins. I find them because bobby pins can pull out your hair. Um, and clamps you open and close so they don't pull out your hair. Now, these clamps, I'm just trying to hold it in the mirror and I've got my camera. It's weird. Anyway, these clamps you can get at Walmart, but the ones you get at Walmart are crap. I'm telling you that. Within a week, they turn rust. They get rusty. So I first started buying these at Walmart. Now I get these at Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree for $1. Now it's $1.25. But anyway, I get a pack of these and they do not rust. So they look the same as the ones at Walmart, but get them at Dollar Tree. They won't rust on you. They last forever. So I took a few out already. So let me take the rest out. Like again, the reason I don't use bobby pins is because bobby pins tend to pull out your hair, even if you're gentle. But with these clamps, you see they open and they close. So you open them and they don't pull out. Did I get them? I think I got them all. Okay. So now I'm going to, so what I do is a single twist. See, a single twist. And so not I don't do the double twist. I do a single twist. And then okay, now that's the front. I am going to try to show you. That's why I wore a white shirt. So I can try to show you. I don't have the camera equipment that a lot of YouTubers have where I can record. All I have is my camera on my laptop. So, but I'm going to try, hopefully you can see in the back. I'm going to show you. Okay, I keep pulling the wrong, okay. Da, 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 da. Okay, so okay, I'm trying to get you to see, but I'm going to show you in the back. Um, okay, let me make sure. Oh, it's untwisted. Okay. I decided I wanted to make this video because I was getting so many questions when I make comments on other videos. And see, so okay, let's see if I can do it in the front and I can show you how long it comes in the front. Okay, now I can't even see the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna see, okay. I am actually going to design my own t-shirt, length check t-shirt. And okay, see, okay, I gotta stand up so you can see. Okay, all right, that's the front. Okay, let me try this side. I'm just trying to, it's just, I am so loving my hair. I just really am. And okay, I've got to stand up. So that's how it looks in the, okay. And again, my hair is not straightened. So, and I have not straightened. I will not put direct heat on my hair. But I do plan to straighten my hair with a roller set in 2 weeks. And actually in a week, not this weekend, because it's a Friday. I did my hair last weekend, so I'm not doing my hair this weekend. But I wash my hair every 2 weeks. And in next weekend, I plan to roller set my hair and give myself a home silk press with no direct heat. But okay, again, I will try to show you the front. And again, I have to stand to show you. Okay, now I don't know, I don't have eyes in my head. So let me see. This is kind of hard to do with just this camera here. So let me see if I can. I'm going to try to show you the back. Okay. This is where my butt, the top of my butt is. Okay. So I don't know. Let's see. I'm hoping I can't even see if this is in the camera. But so where my finger is the top of my butt. And here, oh goodness, here's where my hair is. Okay. Again, let me see if I can get, okay. Okay. Because my hair is curly. Again, it's not straight. I'll try another. Okay. Here's the top of my butt where my bottom finger is, I'll wiggle. That's the top of my butt. And this is where my hair is. Hold it. I'm now going to make sure my head is straight. Okay. There we go. So I would say from, I would say my hair right now, I don't know what you saw because I can't see behind me, but I'll see when I edit this video. But my hair, especially, okay, when I'm in the shower and I'm washing my hair and my hair is wet And because it's wet and it's straight, it is, like I said, in the back, against my back, almost to my butt. And again, this is, is from, I keep trying to, okay. It's so hard to really, in the camera, especially just this, it's so hard to really see and feel, but it's the length, and I'm just loving it. I'm just loving my hair. So, again, the 13, 14. I don't know, it's 14 tips. That video is very key to how I got my hair this long in a short period of time. Um, and also making sure your hair stays hydrated, protected is key. And there's another, um, I'm missing a point, and this is going to bother me because when I finish recording this video, I'm going to remember. Uh, but this weekend, it's Friday. This weekend, I'm going to record several videos of products that I make. Most of the products I use on my hair are organic, Ayurvedic products I make, very inexpensive and very easy to make. Many of them are my own recipes, basically. And I plan to do videos for each product, and I'm going to do that this weekend because I've been saying for months I'm going to do that, and I haven't done it. So I'm going to take the time this weekend to record the products that I make. And there are a few products that I buy, very inexpensive. I don't spend a lot of money on products. Um, Very inexpensive products that I have been buying for over 20 years. So I don't, when I buy a product, I read the label, read the ingredients. I stopped buying any product that has alcohol in it over 20 years ago. I do not use a petroleum-based product. I only use petroleum-based to protect my hair when I am going to TexLax my hair, meaning when I'm going to TexLax the new growth. I protect the hair that's already been treated, and I protect it in small sections with it is Blue Magic coconut oil, which is petroleum, but I'm just using that petroleum product to protect my hair while I put the relaxer in on my new growth. The relaxer that I use is a no mix relaxer, Hawaiian Silky Regular Strength. I will have in this corner a picture of that. I really, and I started using that. The first time I ever used it was April of 2023, and I've been using it 3 times a year, meaning every 16 weeks, I will touch up the new growth. And I have a video. I'll have it link in the description below. I have a video of exactly how I TexLax my hair. Now, the 2 year, these first 2 years, I've been doing that every 4 months, every 16 weeks, which is 4 months. So it's 3 times a year. But I've started now for next year, um, starting in January of 2026. I will be only TexLaxing the new growth twice a year, every 6 months, because I realize just by taking really good care of my hair, I don't need to put those chemicals on 3 times a year, only twice a year. And again, when I say TexLax, I deliberately underprocess my hair. My hair will never be damaged by those chemicals because I do not leave those chemicals on my hair long enough to damage my hair. I put them on, I leave them on a few minutes, and then I doubly, triply, I spend an hour. Okay, max time that I have the chemicals on my hair is 15 minutes. And this is a milder relaxer because this relaxer, the no mix relaxer, does not have activator in it. And so that is less chemicals that you're putting on your hair. And it's less, it makes it less stronger. Never buy super. They do, Hawaiian Silky does have a super. I never buy a super strength. If you feel you need a stronger relaxer, then you just leave that relaxer on a little bit longer. Do never buy super strength. But anyway, so I deliberately underprocess my hair just to make it manageable. That's why I said I'm not relaxed and I'm not natural. I'm I walk that middle line. My hair, it's for me, it's easier to take care of if it's more manageable. So I use a mild, like I say, a mild no mix relaxer, and I'll be only using it every 6 months starting this coming January. Um, and the way I protect my hair, see, matter of fact, I should show you now how I protect my hair. Hold on. I'm gonna get, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I got a whole bunch of stuff to show you. Um, all right, I always, and I learned this over 20 years ago, protective styling is also key. And it's important that you choose a style that you like. I personally, I'm not crazy about braids or twists, and I think those are great for people. You know, you have to do what works right for you and what you like. I personally don't care for braids or twists. So I don't use braids or twists as a protective style. And I honestly don't think braids and twists is a true protective style if your ends are not protected. The main thing with a protective style is protecting your ends, the oldest part of your hair that dries out and breaks the easiest. So for me, a protective style has to protect the ends where the ends are tucked away. And for me, I've always used as my protective style a bun. So, but in 2020, in April 2023, I started doing something new. Okay, so let's talk. Before I even put my hair in a protective bun, what I do is hydrate, meaning I wet my hair every day. Now, here's my bottle that I use. In this bottle, it's just me trying to determine where the camera is because I have it flipped anyway. Okay, in this bottle, I have distilled water mainly. And water is good. I like using distilled water um instead of tap water in my spray bottle. I never put tap water in a spray bottle. I use distilled water and a little bit of my leave-in conditioner. Okay, let me see if I can. Okay, there we go. I want you to be able to read it and see it. Okay, I love Cream of Nature. I really do. I love this brand. This brand is a great brand, and I love the argan. Am I saying oil line? Okay, so this is a spray leave-in, and I take one of their bottles and I fill it with distilled water. And I put just a little bit, I don't even measure. I just put a little bit of this leave-in in here. So this is my fortified water, or you could just use water. Spring water is okay. I just wouldn't use tap water. So I would use either um, distilled water, spring water, you can fortify your water with a little leave-in conditioner. And so I have fortified water, and what I will do is take my hair, shake this up. I'm shaking it up because it has the conditioner in it. So I want it to be even. So take my hair and spray, especially. Okay, I'm spraying all around. Actually, when I do it, I usually do it in the three sections that, okay. Remember when I went to bed, my hair was in three sections on each side. So it's three sections on this side, three sections on this side. So I actually would do it by sections. By the three sections, I dampen it. Okay. You know what? I'm going to take my glasses off for this just because I don't want to spray on my glasses. Okay. So what I'm doing from especially, and for me, because the new growth is going to be the driest, I really make sure I dampen the roots. And then I also make sure I dampen the end. Then what I do, I don't um comb. I don't use a comb on my hair at all. I finger detangle during the week. And actually, what I call this elongating, this is my word. I don't know what you would call it, but once I dampen it, I elongate it like this. Okay. I just smooth it. I smooth it with my hands, and I smooth it with my hand. By smoothing it with my hands, what I'm doing is also getting rid of here's like two or three stray hairs. Not stray hairs, what do you call those hairs? Oh my God, I can't think that today. Shed hair. That's what I'm trying to say. We shed. Actually, it's normal to shed 100 hairs a day. That's normal. Okay. So, the shed hair could sometimes break off your hair. So you want by doing this, again, I like my hair damp. I don't make it dripping, soaking wet, but my hair is almost always damp. Okay. So, and I love it because that's hydration. The water is hydration. Okay. So, um, now I'm going to take another section. So that was the front section. So now I'll take the middle section. Now I do this, when as soon as I take my sections down, the first thing I do is hydrate each section. I don't want to get the computer wet. So I'm trying not to spray in the direction of the computer, because I don't think technology and water, they don't go hand in hand. But okay, so this is going to be an interesting video once I edit it. But yes, so I'm on the next section. And I dampen again. I make sure I dampen the roots, the new growth, because the new growth is always drier. And then also, I want to dampen the ends very well. So the root and ends, I make sure are nice and damp. And then I elongate. This is my word. I made it up. Okay. I elongate with my hair. I mean, with my hands. And this is me detangling, gently detangling, with my hands. And so now I'm going to put the two sections together. So now these two sections are hydrated, and I'm going to put them together. Okay, now I've got another section here in the back because I have three sections on each side. So now again, I'm making sure I do the root. Right now I'm focusing on the root, spraying the roots really good on both sides of the section, and then I'm going to come down. I'm going to shake again. Shaking because I have the conditioner in there. So we want to keep it even. Shaking my bottle again. Okay. Focusing on the root. Now I'm coming down to the ends. Again, I'm going to give the ends a nice extra pump or two, making sure I want the whole section nice and hydrated. But I do focus on the roots and the ends. You want them nicely hydrated. So now I'm going to do that back section by itself. And now I'm going to put this whole side together. Okay. So now this whole side, I might even get, I'm very generous with the water. Only thing, I don't want my hair dripping wet, but I'm very generous with the fortified water because the hydration is key to retaining length. Now, okay, so this section right here is hydrated and elongated, hydrated and elongated. Okay, now this section is not. Okay, so now, again, so I'll take the front section. Okay. Because my camera is flipped, so it's not like I'm looking in a mirror at a mirror image. I'm looking at a flipped image. I'm like struggling to which way to go because I'm not getting the front. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at the camera and just do this by feel because I'm not, I am not seeing. Okay, maybe I should flip the camera the other way. I don't know. But anyway, okay, so this is the front section. Still, the root don't feel wet enough to me. Now the end. Okay. My front section is always skinnier than my back. My back two sections. I should try to make them more even, but sometimes I don't. Okay, so again, now I'm going to grab the middle. Again, always be gentle with your hair because, like, right now, my hair, the sections are not, okay, the sections are not behaving. And they're stuck together. And so I have to be gentle and not yank them apart or I break my hair. Okay, again, I'm not going to be looking in the camera because I need to feel. The camera is confusing me because it's flipped. It's not a mirror image when I look in the camera, it's the opposite. So I'm just going to do this by feel. And again, it's basically hydrating my sections and elongating with my hands. This is what I do. See, okay, I'm just trying to show you how long. Yes, and hydrating with, okay, again, my roots feel too dry. I don't want my roots to be dry at all. Okay, and then now, okay, I'm trying to see. Okay, put that there and put this back here. Okay, all right, so this, two sections. I still have one more section to do on this side back here. Okay, so the back section now. And I'm gonna get, it's very important, again, for me, the roots. Making sure the roots are damp. And your edges. You want to make sure your edges are damp as well. The one of the tips I have is making sure we take special care of the ends, the roots, and the edges. Those, your ends, your roots, and your edges need special care. Matter of fact, I just remembered I brought out a lot of my products, but I didn't bring out my cream. I make a special cream edge cream for my edges, and I will get that. I will show you that. So right now, let's see again. When you elongate, that's my word for it. When you elongate, which is great, you're not combing, low maintenance, but you're removing, I don't know if you can see that, shed hair. You're not breaking off your hair. You're removing that shed hair. That's why I do this every time I style my hair, which is not every day because I work from home, and I don't always style my hair. Sometimes my hair just stays in that bonnet all day long. But if I'm going out, of course, now I do see people, see, I don't know if you can see that shed hair, but not a lot, like 5 or 6 shed hairs I shed. I mean, as I shed, as I, yes. And it's good to, anytime you're styling your hair, it's good to remove the shed hair because we don't want the shed hair to build up because shed hair can break off your hair. Okay. Oh, I just, uh, I, okay. All right. So now we're hydrated. So remember I said hydration, important. Okay. Now what I want to do is seal in the hydration. That is what moisturizing is for. It seals in. Hydration is water. So you can seal in just now in this bottle. I have a mixture of natural oils. Um, I have some avocado oil. You see my bottles, I have some avocado, not organic avocado oil, organic, organic olive oil, extra virgin. Okay. I don't know why in my mind I can't think of words today. Forgive me. But okay, so organic avocado oil, organic extra virgin olive oil. I have grapeseed oil in here. I have sunflower seed, organic sunflower oil in here, a mixture of oil, and including wild growth oil, which I have both the white bottle and the yellow bottle. The yellow bottle is the light oil that I put in this mixture. I used the white bottle, the heavier oil for my cream that I'm going to show you in a little bit. Okay, so what I do to seal in, I take a mixture of organic oil. It's important, natural organic oil. Okay, and I use, I'm trying to make sure you see this. It's called Proclaim. Um, and you can only get this at Sally's. But I like the Proclaim Olive Glossy Polish. I only use a wee bit of this. I'm almost out of it, but I only use a tiny. So what I do, I put in the palm of my hand, like a quarter size, um, okay, I'm pouring the oil mixture, and then I take the polish and put a few drops of polish, just a few drops. So much more oil. So just a few drops, and then I mix that. And then I take that, and I don't know why the front seems to be going crazy, but I am, yes. Okay. I mix it. Okay, I can do this side better, I think. Okay, yes. All right. So again, I'm going to take the oil because what I'm doing with the oil and the polish mixture is sealing in that hydration so it doesn't dry quickly. Okay, there we go. And I usually start halfway and then go down, and then go up. Okay. Now, and I always try to make sure I get that also on the top. If you want, you could put a little extra on the top. And sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't. But all right, I want to make sure I close this so nothing spills. Okay. All right. So now the other thing I have to show you that I have to go get is my cream that I make. I'll go get that. Okay. All righty. So next step is to protect the edges. And what I do, I have Super Grow, trying to make sure, okay, there you go, hair gel. But I don't use the Super Grow hair gel by itself. I, look at that, I mix it. I mix the Super Grow, again, I'm trying to make sure you can read it. The Super Grow hair gel, I mix with the white bottle. Remember I said the white bottle of the Wild Growth hair oil. Okay. So what I do is I pour it in there. I don't need to put it in there now because it's already in there. I use my fingers and I mix it. And when you mix it good. It takes a while. Mix that oil into the gel. Okay? With your fingers. And when you mix it, it'll look like a yellow cream. Okay? That is my edge cream. And what I do, I take it, always, since I'm always wearing a center part, wherever you part your hair is an edge. So I'm going to start with the top, with my part. And I'm going to put my edge cream. Notice I do have more gray in the part area, but I color my hair naturally with organic henna and a mixture of organic henna and organic indigo. And I do that 3 times a year. So I'll probably be getting rid of the gray next month. I will be getting rid of the gray next month. But I have a video already on how I naturally color my hair. I do not use chemicals to color my hair. The only chemical I use very rarely and very carefully is the Hawaiian Silky regular strength, starting next year only twice a year. Okay. Okay, so I think I got, oh, what I did the front edge on both sides with my edge cream, that my homemade edge cream. And I'm going to also protect the back edge now. Okay, so now I'm going to do, because we don't want to neglect the back edges, okay? We think about the front edges because they're in the front, but we also want to protect the back edges. So what I'm going to do now is protect the back edge. Okay, just like I did my part, because the part, I always have a middle center part. Wherever, if you part your part creates an edge. So you want to protect the front edges, and you also want to protect the back edges. Now I got to do this side in the back. So I'm using my homemade edge cream, which is basically a gel mixed with oil. I I'm that way even when I'm cooking. Um, if there's two things I like and that are really healthy, I'm like, well, if I mix them together, maybe they'll be even healthier and taste good. And when I cook, but for my hair for sure. Um, I'm like this. This oil is really, really good. And it's thick. It's a very thick oil. Very good for your hair. And this gel, very good for your hair. So I over a year ago, I started just like, okay, let me mix them together. And when you mix them together, you get a sticky cream. It's not a creamy cream, it's a sticky cream. But I'm like, this will be great for my edges. And when you first put it on, it is yellow, and it does look yellow when you first put it on. But all you have to do is smooth it. The more you smooth it, it's going to disappear. It's not going, it's very good for protecting your edges, um, and regrowing your edges. So now the next step is what I do. Okay, I'm back. Next step is now putting my hair in a protective bun and then protecting that bun. So with a wide tooth comb, I'm not going to comb my hair. I'm going to, because in the middle, there is a part. So what I'm doing, if you can see, what I'm doing with my comb is just gently picking that part, the center, that middle part. So and I can feel that the part is gone. Maybe, let's see. I'm trying. I have to get a better camera one of these days soon. Oh, it feels good too when I gently, ooh, massage the scalp gently. Okay, but so what I'm doing, and then I'm going to do it on each side gently. What I'm doing right now is just lifting. I'm really using the wide tooth comb more as a pick, and I'm gently picking the hair from the scalp just to make it smooth. Is really, I'm not combing my hair. I want to make that clear. I am not combing my hair. I am picking my hair with a wide tooth comb just to make the hair on the scalp smooth. So what I do is I pick and smooth. Okay? I'm not combing. There is no hair in there because I'm not combing. I'm not trying to comb my hair with the wide tooth comb at all. I'm just trying to lift the hair and smooth it. So I'm just trying to lift and smooth. And I do that, let's see, on both sides and in the back. Lift and smooth, lift and smooth. So you should not feel like you're combing your hair at all. You're not combing it. Okay, I'm just stressing. I am not combing my hair. I'm going to put my hair in a bun. So I want my hair on the top flat and smooth. Okay, that's the other thing I do. Go back to my homemade edge cream. Now, the thing I like about this edge cream, it's totally no petroleum in it. It's not going to weigh your hair down. It's actually water-based because the gel is water-based. And that means when you're using a water-based product, it's soluble. So I'm going to take a little bit of that gel or cream. It's more like cream because it's got the oil in it. I'm going to take that gel cream. We'll call it gel cream. I'm going to take the gel cream, rub it, put it in my hand. Don't know if you can see that. Yes, you can see that. Okay, I'm going to and then I'm going to rub that together on both palms. And then I'm going to put that gel cream. I like that. I just came up with that. I'm going to call it gel cream. That gel cream um, will help slick down the top. And that's all I'm doing. And I just put a little bit, not a lot. And the wonderful thing, because my hair is wet and the gel cream is water-based, it dissolves. It doesn't stay. It doesn't wait. It doesn't stay. It's not sticky and it doesn't stay because it's dissolving in. I don't want you to think that my gray is cream. That is, I see where there is some cream, but that again will disappear. The gray, most of that is gray. It doesn't, the gel cream does not show. It doesn't like stand out. It dissolves easily. So now, okay, now I'm ready to do my bun. Okay. Now, okay, I gotta move the chair out of the way. I'm hoping you're able to see. I hope you're able to see. Okay. I'm scooting down so you can see my hair, and I'm hoping you can see it. I can't see in back of me, so I don't know if you can. But what I'm gonna do is take my hair. Maybe I'm gonna put the tilt this camera up a little. I'm gonna tilt the camera up a little. That should, okay. So if I squat down and I tilt the camera up a little, I am not going to put my hair in a ponytail. I'm going to put my hair in a bun. Okay, let me show you what I have to do my bun. This is not easy with the equipment I have. Okay, for my bun, I have a stocking cap, or a wig cap, they're also called, but I call it a stocking cap. Knee high, a black knee high. I have a small satin. Satin is key. A small satin scrunchie. And I do have bobby pins for this. I have 4 small bobby pins. So, and I also have this, I don't know what you would call it. It's not really a scrunchie, but this is going to go on top of the stocking cap. You'll see. I'll show you. So we're going to start. Okay, but another key thing here, I'm not putting my hair in a ponytail to put it in a bun. I'm going to put my hair in a bun. Okay? No ponytail. So, hey guys, I gotta do that all over. Because I forgot showing you guys. That's okay. Gotta do that over. Sorry. We forgot this. We forgot the satin scrunchie. That's the important part. Okay. All right. I mean, it's all important, but that was a vital part. So, starting again. All righty. Starting again. Okay. I hope you guys can see this. I don't know, but I hope you can. Anyway, an important thing is you don't put your hair into a ponytail. You're going to take your hair, all of your hair, and you're going to twist it. You're going to twist all of your hair into a bun, and you're going to make sure you tuck those ends. Then you're going to grab a bobby pin, and you're going to just put the bobby pin at the top, just to kind of hold it in place. Then this is where the small satin scrunchie comes into play. Then you take that small satin scrunchie and you put that over it like that. Now that is secure. I can once I put that satin scrunchie on, my bun is nice and secure. And I'm using a satin scrunchie. Then I can grab my stocking cap, put my stocking cap. Now my bun, my hair is so protected. It's so secure. Okay? All right. Then remember I said I also have this little, I don't know what you would call it. It's pretty smooth. It wouldn't tear out your hair, even if you put it on your hair, but this is not going on my hair. This is going around the stocking cap, just for extra security. So it's not touching my hair. It's just going around the stocking cap for extra security. So there, My bun is done. My bun is done. And a lot of times, what I'll do though, I like to doubly protect the edges, so I will put a little more on my edges. Okay, I'm looking in the camera, and so with me looking in the camera, then I always like to put a little extra, what I call the corner above the ear. Yeah, the corner above the ear. I put a little extra there. Okay, so I like to. hmm There I go. All right. So now my bun is nice and secure. It's not very tight. It's taut. It's not loose, but it's not tight. It's so important not to make anything tight. Okay. Then to look cute, I protect my bun even more with a drawstring ponytail. This is one, I have like six of them, or actually more. I count, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I think I have eight all together. But this is one of my newer ones. So um, I'm going with the thing I love about a drawstring ponytail, it has a comb. Can you see that at the top? And a little comb. Okay, I just want you guys to see it. Okay, so it has a comb at the bottom, which is here. No, that's the top, sorry. Top and a comb at the bottom. There we go. Okay, that's the bottom. So top, this is so hard. One of these days I'll get a proper camera. And bottom. So, okay, drawstring ponytail. So, it's a beautiful one. I love it. It's new. Anyway, it only costs, okay, 20 $20. Anyway, I think the ponytails I've bought are they've only cost anywhere from 10 to $20. But anyway, so I'm going to show you how, hope you can see this. What you want to do is gently put the comb at the top of your bun. Gently, gently. You don't want to break any hair. So make sure when you're doing this, you're doing it gently, gentle, and you're not breaking hair. And you want to put the comb underneath. So the comb goes on top of the bun and underneath your bun. Then you have the drawstring, which has two strings, one on either side. You want to tug on those strings. You want to tug on the strings so they're not tight, but taut. Taut means not loose, not tight. You don't want it to fall off, but you don't want to pull out your hair. So then what I do is I don't know, I'm just going to put that together. Then I'm going to come around to the front. I have the two strings here. I tie those strings like this and then bring them down. Sometimes it's a longer, this particular new one that has a short string, which is okay. But then I tie it at the bottom again. And then remember, I said I had bobby pins, because what I'm going to do with those bobby pins is just take the string, the ends of the string, and pin it underneath that ponytail. Give me a second. I'll do that. Trying to open up the bobby pin. Okay. Bobby pin. Pin it. I usually use at least two bobby pins. And these bobby pins are not going in my hair at all. It's just holding the string to the back of the ponytail. And see, now I have my cute ponytail. And see, okay, where are my glasses? Because I can't even see. But anyway, um, alrighty, let me adjust this now better. All right, and I can't see because my glasses got off. So I hope I was able to, with my poor camera setup, meaning all I have is the camera on the computer. With my poor camera setup, I hope I was able to demonstrate my protective style. And like I said, my protective style has always just been a bun. And now my bun is so protective by the stocking cap and by the ponytail. And so that works for me. Now that might not work for everybody. Sorry, my glasses are a mess and I'm sweating. Anyway, okay. But I hope I was able to demonstrate with my limited camera how I protect my hair when I style my hair. And I do have several different, oh, I have um, how many? Two ponytails I've never even worn because they're really long. And I said I will wear them with a up bun. I will put a bun on the top of my hair because I will wear them for a special. I have two ponytails that I plan to wear for special occasions, but I plan to do an up bun and wear them because they're very long. One is curly, kind of like this, but not as curly. One is wavy and one is curly. Um, but I like them. I really do. It's the first time I ever really used hair that wasn't my own, but I'm using this hair to protect my hair. So, and I'm just absolutely loving my hair. So, this video actually went longer. Actually, I also missed another step because usually I just use this is called, it's an Ev, Evo, Evolve brush that I usually, gently, it's a bristle brush that I get this at Walmart. I think, can you read the name? Maybe if I go like this. Yes, you can read that. If I move my hand out the way and I get these, but I do use usually just to make sure, and I usually do that before I put it in the bun, but I forgot to mention that. This video is a lot longer than I thought it would be, but it's good. And I've got to do a ton of editing. Hopefully, you're able to see what I want to show you. Most important thing I want to to say is if you take good care of your hair consistently, consistency, that's the key. I remember I was saying, it came to me and I knew it would. The two important things for healthy hair, for healthy hair growth and retention is consistency. Find what works well for you, what style that works well for you. And the thing I found, I've never been big on style, meaning I'm just not into like the latest styles and all that. I'm not. I'm very comfortable with just my bun and my drawstring ponytail. That as a protective style for me is good. I'm good to go with that. Some people like to try a lot of different styles, blah, blah, blah. But you got to do you. You got to find what works well for you and stick to it consistently. Consistency is the key, and hydration is the key. You can see with my protective style, I can dampen my hair and it can stay hydrated all day long because I have it in a bun, a protective bun. And then I have my cute little drawstring ponytail. So, but that style, my style, may not work for everybody. but I know that consistency is very key. So find what works for you and stick with it weekly, daily, weekly, monthly, because I do have a daily routine, which I just showed you. That's my daily routine when I style my hair, because I don't style my hair every day because I don't have to go out every day. But when I style my hair, that's my daily routine. You just saw it. My weekly routine is basically every other night, I moisturize my scalp with organic leave-in, organic serum. I'll show you how I make it in another video. Every other night. I do that every other night. And even if I don't go out that day and haven't styled my hair that day, I still moisturize my scalp every other night. So that's weekly. I wash and I wash my hair every 2 weeks. And I have two pre-poo um, treatments that I do. So two treatments I do before I wash. So I have two treatments that I do before I wash. Then I wash my hair with a moisturizing shampoo. And then I have two treatments I do after I wash. So my wash weekend, I won't call it a wash day, is 5 steps. Okay. And I do that every other week. The longest I'll go is 3 weeks, the longest, because if say something comes up and I want to go or do something on a weekend, I can't do my hair that weekend. So the longest I will go, but normally it is like clockwork every 2 weeks. And then, like I said, with TexLaxing, that was every 16 weeks. Now, starting in the new year, that will be every 6 months. I will only TexLax the new growth every 6 months. And TexLax means you deliberately underprocess your hair. You cannot damage your hair if you're very careful. I do it myself. I don't let anybody touch my hair. If you're very careful and you only you underprocess the new growth. Okay. And again, I have a whole video on how I do that. I've already made that video. Um, so and then coloring, I use organic henna and organic indigo to color my gray. And I do that 3 times a year. So I have a routine and I do not stray from that routine. Consistency. So the two keys are consistency and hydration. Keeping your hair hydrated and find a healthy hair care um, regimen that works well for you and stick to it. Okay. See you in the next video, which I will be making right after this video. Because I've been saying for the longest time, I'm going to start doing more of these videos. And I just, life gets in the way. But I enjoy sharing my journey because I am loving my hair. That's key. Love your hair. Take care of your hair. Love your hair. Bye for now. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.